Aitor, can you take any positives from the way your team played today?
A lot, and I prefer to take the positive things because to start we have recovered our consistency, our confidence, because the way that we approached the game today, even conceding the goal at the beginning of the game, the reaction was good. I said that we couldn't forget that we were playing against one of the best teams in the league, in the Champions League, and they rested players to play against us, so they were considering us a strong team. So this is the main thing for us to know that the opponents who each are playing against us consider us a good team. And then the game with that goal, with Rudy's injury, 5 minutes in the second half, Bernardo's injury, and then when I did the substitution, because I thought that it was the moment that we could do something. I knew that I was taking a risk because it was the third one, and we just considered that the second goal was difficult, but the effort that the players have done today on the pitch has been amazing. Losing 2-0 in the way that they were working has been amazing, and as a coach, it's the days that you can't be prouder of them.
Are you more confident about your chances of staying up in the Premier League after you see your team play like that today?
Of course, and I told them after the game that this is the only way. We've had that experience the last two games against Crystal Palace and Stoke, but play like today in the way that we've played all season is the way, and we know as a team that we don't have the individuals that other teams have. For that reason, we have to work together, to work hard every single day, because when we've done, it was good.
It seemed, Aitor, that when you started pressuring Manchester City on the edge of their own penalty area, you caused them problems. Do you think you were a bit slow in doing that? Maybe it took too long to put them under pressure in their own half?
Sorry?
You seem to cause City problems when you put their defenders under pressure. Do you think you were maybe a little bit slow in doing that in the match? Maybe it took you 20-25 minutes to do that?
20-25. I think we did since the first ball. But it's difficult to do it 90 minutes, especially when you had to do two substitutions that you didn't expect. When you have to play with a kid who has an amazing future, and today once again showed that he can be an amazing player, and it's difficult. So for that reason, is just to keep believing in this group of players, and we will fight till the end.
The first goal was obviously first goal was very important. Was it just pure quality, or was it bad defending, or a little bit of both?
When you are playing again against the best teams in the league and in the Champions League, you know that they have good players, and you have to go to the pitch your best. But even when in your best, they score. But again, today for me is a day to take positive things, and the reaction after that goal, the reaction after Rudy's injury, the reaction after Bernardo's injury was perfect.
Was Stuart Downing available for the selection?
Yeah.
How bad are the injuries, do you think?
I don't know. I think Bernardo is more serious than Rudy, but I don't know now because I couldn't speak with the doctor.
And what's he done, Bernardo?
His ankle.
Okay. And there was a bad tackle out of place on Raheem Sterling. TV showing it. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't, as you mentioned, Stuart and Patrick weren't in the 18. Have they got a future this season? Have they got a role to play moving forward?
Look, I need from always I've needed, but now in the difficult moments I need 18 fighters in my team, and the way and the place where they show me that they are ready to play and they are fighting and they are gonna fight for this group is in the training ground every day. So I am every day with them, and on Friday I will choose always at least 18 fighters.
Are you tempted to play Patrick in the 23s to get him some game time? Or
No, because with this kind of things I prefer to speak with the players because I'm not from here, and sometimes I don't want to force them, because it's a thing that I think starts on them. So they know that if they are not playing with under 23, it's not a problem. If they want to play, they can play. So it's on their own.
You talk about fighters now, so has Gaston Ramirez showed more to you that he's a fighter than Patrick Bamford, for example?
This week, much more.
Just this week?
Eh?
This week and since the...
This week, because I had to choose 18 players for this game, so we have to speak about this week.
Brad Guzan was excellent today.
It's not a surprise for me. Maybe for someone, yes, but for me, it's not a surprise. When I wanted him, is because I knew that he was a really, really good goalkeeper. He's done perfect today. He's doing every single day perfect in the changing room. He's supporting Victor. He's supporting the team. So I'm really pleased for him.
Credit to his attitude as well, 'cause obviously he's leading at the end of the season. Is it credit to his attitude how he's come in and done so well?
Yeah, when you sign a player, you know the full package. And when I was speaking with him and when he came here, I knew that he was signing a good keeper and a really good person and a really good professional.
Just
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Delighted with that. Some fantastic football played as well.
Yeah. We would like to score more goals after we have created, but of course we are delighted. First of all, to be in Wembley in the semi-finals. We deserve it by far because 4 games, all aways, 3 Premier League games, and one of the best in the Championship, Huddersfield, we faced and we beat them. And of course, from the beginning, we showed to the people that we wanted to travel to London, to Wembley, to play the semi-final, because how we started was top. And we missed 10-15 minutes the first half. Like, we missed a lot of easy balls, the one that's happened, not complicated balls, easy balls, the one that's happened. Always you consider counter-attacking chances. Of course, when the Middlesbrough arrive in the crosses in the box, they are so strong team. But after that, especially second half, how we handle the 1-0, not to just to keep it the result, to go into to attack, and we create. The goalkeeper was amazing. Was amazing. The performance, the same like Victor Valdez in Etihad when we play our game there. But big congratulations, and now recovered to next game in Wednesday.
Can you allow yourself to get excited about the prospect of leading a team out at Wembley in the FA Cup?
About, sorry?
Can you get excited about leading
a lot.
the thought of it? Yeah.
I have a good remembers being in Wembley, in the old and the new one. So yeah, of course, and to live that experience, and normally this kind of happens here, and just in the final, here in the semi-final too. And of course, we are so happy to be there. So happy.
Kev, your defence has kept 5 clean sheets in 7 matches. As a coach, are you satisfied now that your message is getting across?
Look, guys, how many chances they create Middlesbrough today? 3, 4, yeah? It was the same than before, the same. It's just to look at the statistics, how many chances we conceded in that period. But in that period, arrived was a score goal, And in attack, it was quite similar. Today, a little bit more, but we create always more chances than the opponent, even against Chelsea, even against Tottenham, even against the best teams. Always we create more chances. And today was quite similar. So we had the problems to score the goals, and today the same. So, and to achieve some titles or arrive in the final or improve that. When we improve that, we don't have chance to lift some titles, some prizes, some silver. But at the end, we are here for the way we play. But that is the reason why we concede few. When you create more, is the way we play it, and that I'm so pleased in our performance.
What did you feel about some of the challenges that went in on your players? It was it was a very physical game.
When today?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, but all the games are physical. We played 3 days before. Middlesbrough was all week preparing that game. It was just 3 days to recover. And the Stoke City we have 2 days, 2 days and a half. And the reaction of the players were amazing. But in that period, we spoke about that. It's 2 months left, or 2 months and a half left. When you have some desire to win something, to be tired don't exist, don't appear.
But did you feel maybe the referee could have given your players some more protection?
I said many times the referees, they have to speak between them. So I'm not going to talk about the referees with the people. When I arrive here, experienced English guys in the club told me, one advice, Pep, don't talk about the reference in the press conference, because after that, and I followed that instruction.
Do you sense your players are as keen to win the FA Cup as you are?
Sorry?
Do you sense your players are as desperate to win the FA Cup as you are?
Desperate. No, we played all the games in that season. That is my feeling. I'm sitting there, maybe I'm wrong. They are desperate to play good and desperate to play better and desperate to win the games. I don't remember one game when we were not ready to win the games. No.
But this competition is very important for you now, isn't it?
In the Premier League 2, and the League 1 was 2, and the Champions League. So we don't discriminate too much about competition. So to become a big winning club, what that club was not in the past, just the generation for Joe Hart and Vincent Kompany and Yaya Touré and David Silva helped to that club step forward. And that's why I just can say thank you to that, because I am part of that club. So that is not a club for the long history about the winning things. And the first step to that, because I grew up in a club when for the 12, 13 years old, I was in the academy in Barcelona, and they told me, I realized it's not accept to lose, you have to win the win. To understand that, you don't discriminate the competitions, you don't discriminate friendly games and official games. Every game you're going to play, you have to play good, try to win, and show to the opponent we are there to win. It's the only way you can improve like a club, like a good mentality. And that is what I'm going to try my period here to give in that club, in that terms. It doesn't matter what happened, it doesn't matter competition, it doesn't matter, no complaints, no regrets. Go there and try to win the game.
Leroy Sané got a huge ovation from the City fans. Did you take him off early to give him just 20 minutes to prepare for?
Yeah, he played. Of course, he has a lot of minutes in his legs in the last games. It was a 4 or 5, 90 minutes, because he's a special guy in terms of that. Hopefully can improve when he's in front of the goal. Why you have to pass when you can score a goal? It happened in the first, but he's young, he's 20, 21. And that's why we thought in the moment the game it was not done, because in 2-0 is not done, but make of course substitution and Nolito play again in a level we expect.
Have you any?
He's okay for Wednesday, is he? Saturday?
Yeah.
Have you any injury worries ahead
No.
of Wednesday?
Injuries?
Any injuries from today?
No, I didn't speak with the doctor, but normal no.
Pep, you picked a very strong team today. Were you tempted to rest players ahead of Wednesday, or was this game just too important to rest players?
For the next Wednesday?
Yes.
For rest players for the next Wednesday?
Were you tempted to rest players today so they were fit for? Or
No. Today was a final. So today we are here winning Wembley. I could sit to be here saying I am out. So no.
There was a moment when Adam Clayton seemed to stamp on Raheem Sterling. Did you see that at all?
Yeah, but with the question I have to answer about the decision of the referees. And I know what happened that season with the referees about our ban suspension, many. So I don't want to talk with the referees, believe me. They have to talk with each other. They have to talk. I'm not going to talk about the referees.
Hola, mister. Buenos recuerdos en Wembley como jugador, como técnico, la importancia del primer año ya estar ahí semis y obviamente la importancia quizás de ganar un título esta temporada para impregnarnos esa filosofía ganadora.
Sí, probablemente, pero paso a paso veremos cómo llegamos allí, veremos en qué condiciones, qué rival vamos a enfrentar. Pero ya estar ahí es un gran qué y evidentemente intentaremos estar otra vez en Wembley, jugar la final de la Cup, donde siempre en Europa la final de la Cup en Inglaterra es muy especial.
So how important is to reach the semi-final of this competition, the FA Cup for Manchester City? We need to think step by step, see how we arrive, our conditions there, the rival we are going to face, but it's obviously a big step for us, and we are going to try to come back there after the semi-final for the final, because the Cup is very special here in England, and we want to be there.
Okay guys, if you have any questions for Mondays, we'll fire them in now. There's an embargo for Sunday.
If you'd been you always say you like to be winning 3-0. If you had been, would you have taken players off earlier in readiness for the Monaco game?
Yeah, especially the third goal. It was not conceded, it was goal.
So is that frustrating that you didn't get
No,
that
it doesn't matter. The games you cannot control, like a comment to say, now we're going to, so it happens, situation happens. So it's what it is, so Now in that moment, it's not, believe me, when you're going to play the semi-80 finals, the Champions League in Monaco, so just the desire to be a quarterfinals put our little tired situation away. So it's in that moment when you arrive in Portugal, we are there. Of course, in the Premier League far away, but we are there in the three competitions. We have a lot to do in the Premier League, in terms to be first, but qualify for the Champions League next season. So we have a lot of games, important games to do. But we start well the week in the terms of won the first one, and we'll have a lot of confidence to play in Monaco next Wednesday.
Pep, it was another outstanding performance from Yaya. He got an ovation as he came off. I know no decisions have been made about his future at City, but even at the age of 33, he surely has to still keep playing at the top level, whether it's at City or somewhere else. You wouldn't want to see someone like him go to China, would you?
I played in some things. He didn't make a good things. You know, I spoke with him in front of the team, but of course, he has a huge personality, and that season is helping a lot of playing top. And Yaya will play football until he will decide, because he loves play football. He enjoys training and loves to play football. And when that's happened, he will decide. And the same at the end of the season, we want to speak. Now it's to be focused in what you have to be focused is in winning games and go through the competitions. And after that, we're going to talk.
It needs to be at a top club for him, then, not somewhere like China, presumably.
But
It doesn't look like he's ready to retire.
of course, he can play in the big club. He is in a big club. He can play whatever. So, and of course in China, so he can play whatever he wants.
When you're playing like that, is there anyone who can stop City when you're attacking like that? Middlesbrough was set up to stop you, and it could have been 5 or 6.
Of course, can stop me. So they create 3 or 4 chances as well. But of course, when we score our chances, and just 50% of our chances we create, will be better than now we have in all the competitions. That was our problem all the season. So we analyze after the game, we analyze the results, but we analyze the performance, except White Hart Lane there against Tottenham in the first half, against Southampton at home. The other one we play good. We have the feeling, we concede few and you create more. But football is boxes. And I saw, I was managing in the 2 clubs when the boxes they were top. So you see Madrid, you see Barcelona, you see Juventus, the Turin, you see that teams. In the boxes, they don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes. And to achieve the titles, that is we have to improve. It's hopefully in this year and especially in the next season. Because the way we play is, I think my feeling is getting better day by day. But after that, it's so important. It's so important for to improve on that.
Was that Barcelona result this week a reminder of just how finely poised your game with Monaco is? And that,
No, but
like you said, 2 goals wasn't enough?
Of course, maybe help us a little bit to understand that, but I didn't. So I don't need to see what happened to realize after 5 minutes our game in Monaco at home how tough will be that. So every time we lose a game in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes in Etihad Stadium, when we lose the ball, how they react with Mbappé, with Bernardo Silva, with Lemar, with Falcao, with Mendy and Zibide, the fullbacks, how immediately realize that game until the 92nd, 93rd minute in Monaco, and that will not be done. So that is sure. But football shows us a lot of things, and especially Barcelona win for many circumstances, but for me one of the most important thing, they never give up. So always they had faith to qualify. And it's not easy to have faith with 4-0 against PSG. And the most important thing, they believe it. They could do that. And after that, football happened many situations, but they have faith to go through. And that is what I have to try to convince to my players. So the first step, you have to dream to be in quarterfinals. You have to believe we can be there. And that is the first step. And after the way we have to play, we're going to see.
Pep, not many coaches who have won as much in the game as you have would get as much pleasure out of a FA Cup quarter-final win as you clearly have today. Is that because you're genuinely excited about Wembley, or is it because the competition means so much to you?
No, except the second year in Barcelona when we were dropped in 80 finals, always arrive in semi-finals, finals in the Cup. Not here. It was in Germany. It was in Spain. I'm delighted to arrive, in quarterfinals, semi-finals, and because repeat the same. So game you have to play, you have to win, and that is I wanna help to my players in this club to introduce.
Pep, does watching your team excite you as much as other teams you have worked with in the past?
No, I was so happy in Barcelona. I was so happy in Munich, and I am pretty sure I am, and I will be so happy here. I love to work with these guys. I love from the beginning. So they try to follow us. They try to follow what we try to do, and that is the reason why. So when I feel the players they don't follow me, I should be here for one title? No, it's the way to play. Every manager has his own specific way to want to play, to convince the players to play in that way, and after try to do it. That's all. Okay, thank you.